All right. So, Tajay, I just have one more question for you. Out of the two genders that's on the planet now, male and female, who do you think was on the planet first?
I feel like it was a female because females can birth more humans and males can't.
That's correct. So, you think that a female, it was a female that birthed the humans on the planet, or it was females that birthed the humans on the planet?
Yeah,
And you think that females was on the planet first?
yeah.
All right. So, um, I have a little complicated question for you. And the question is around, so you've been on the planet 14 years and you've been around both women and men, whether it's been family members, teachers, or even friends. So, between men and women, who do you think are more loving and nurturing and caring?
I feel like it's women
And tell me why you think that.
because they have to be mothers, so that already makes them more loving and nurturing. Yeah, like when it comes to teachers and like female workers and male workers, or just anywhere, most of the time, women are more nurturing.
That's correct. So, do you think that that's what we need on this planet? More nurturing and patience?
Yeah,
So, what do you think that'll happen to the planet if females realize that they were here on this planet first and that they are the mothers of the planet, and if they begin to heal themselves and take better care of themselves, what do you think will happen with the planet and the children on the planet?
I feel like since they like start to nourish themselves more, the planet will heal from the nourishment they give themselves, and they can put that towards their kids as well.
All right. So once they start to nourish themselves and heal themselves, they're going to start putting the love into their kids. And what you think is going to happen to the kids?
The kids won't grow up with any type of issues or anything, and they'll grow up to be, loving and nourishing as well.
That's correct. And what do you think will happen to the planet once the love vibration comes back on the planet from the woman?
The planet will heal as well, way faster.
So, do you think the woman is a big part of the planet healing?
Yeah,
And why do you think that?
because overall they just have more nourishment and love that the planet needs.
Hello, everybody. It's your girl, Purple Haze, and I'm here with my son, and we're going to talk about a few things. My son want to share his thoughts about some things that's going on with the planet. So, first, can I get you to tell me your name and your age?
My name is Tajay, and I'm 14 years old.
All right, thank you for your time, Tajay. So, first, we was talking about a lot of things, and you let me know that you like to do a lot of research. So first, can you tell me why do you like to research?
Because I learn stuff from it, and it's very interesting to do.
All right. So is there any particular things that you like to research?
I like to research animals and dinosaurs and stuff like that.
Okay, that sounds cool. All right. So last night we talked about a lot of things and you got a little deep. So one of the things that you talked about was the government. So tell me your thoughts about the government.
I feel like the government is behind a lot of stuff that's going on, and a lot of people don't know.
A lot of stuff that's going on. Like what?
Like, I can't think of anything in particular, but I know it's a lot of different stuff going on.
So, what is one thing that the government is behind?
One thing that the government is behind, I feel like, is just the fact that they have control over everybody. Because you don't see any animals with a government. They get to roam freely and do what they want and use the things God gave them for free. But the government has us under their control, and we have to pay for stuff that the earth gave us to get for free.
All right. So, you think that the government was set up to control the masses?
Yes.
All right. And what led you to think that the government was behind the control of the masses?
Just from the simple fact that they have control over us and we don't know anything about them. They're hiding something, and the government will get you if you don't do what they want you to do. So it's simple. They're basically controlling us, and we don't have the free will. They're poisoning farms and stuff like that. When God gave us the plants to eat for free.
All right. And you also talked about a lot of the things that the government is doing to the earth. So talk about that.
I'm going to start off with genetically modified food. A lot of food the government is making is not real. It's fake. And it's not healthy for us, and they're trying to kill us faster. And they also are responsible for most of the pollution on the earth. They run factories and stuff that pollute the air, and they build these machines that just pollute the earth overall.
Right. So what do you think should happen to the government?
I feel like there should be no government. I don't know what would have to happen to them to make them go away, but I feel like there should be no government for us at all. We should just be like any other animal in the wild.
All right. And you also spoke about money when you were talking about the government last night. So what's your thoughts about the money system that the government has set up?
I feel like money is another thing the government has going on that's not good for us, because we used to just trade, but the government puts price tags on stuff that we wouldn't have to pay for if they weren't here. Like, you have to buy apples from the store when you could just go outside and pick an apple. But the government, when you do things the government don't like people make cars that are run on water, the government will do stuff to them. Because when you're running on water, they're not getting money from it, and it's not polluting the earth, so they're not gaining anything from it.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think will happen to the earth if the government continues to have control?
I feel like there's two things that will happen. I feel like either the earth will slowly become weaker, or it will either de-evolve to prevent it from going any further.
And by de-evolve, explain that a little more deeper.
I feel like back in the prehistoric times, the earth was at its healthiest because there was nothing here to pollute it. It was all natural. There were no machines, and so I feel like the earth is starting to evolve backwards in order to prevent this from happening. You see, money is losing its value, so I feel like eventually money will be useless and stuff is going to be more expensive, but then eventually money is going to be nothing, and we're going to go back to being primal.
All right. And when you mean by being primal, break that down a little more.
When money loses its worth, stuff that we use will not have any use to it, and we'll have to go back to actually like hunting and cooking stuff raw, and like having to build our own houses. It's not gonna be any buying houses and stuff like that. And I feel like once the earth takes care of that, since it's not gonna be getting polluted anymore, it's gonna repair itself, and the oxygen will get thicker like it used to be, and animals are gonna start evolving again like they used to be. Like, animals are gonna get larger, and I feel like it's a chance prehistoric life can even roam the earth again.
So you think by us going back to the old ways of how the earth used to run when before we had all these big factories and buildings that the government set up to make money that's not polluting the earth, you think if we go back to the old ways it will be better for the humans on the earth and the earth?
Yes, I feel like it would be better for all life on earth because humans, most humans should benefit from it. A lot of rich people will not see it as beneficial, but they really don't know that much because they don't get informed. The government cares for rich people more than they do poor people, and it only gets better for rich people. But when the earth de-evolves, rich people will not benefit from it that much unless they learn how to survive and become like everyone else. And humans that are woke and know what's gonna happen, they're gonna be prepared for it, and that's what I feel like is gonna happen.
So you think that more of the people who has been poor on the planet that already know how to survive without as much as the rich people, you think they'll make it more than the rich people?
Because rich people get stuff handed right to them. They don't have to try. Since the government cares about them the most, they're benefiting the most off of the rich people. So they get their stuff handed out to them. But when it goes down, they're not gonna know what to do. And poor people already kind of have to figure out how to do stuff on their own. They're already gonna have the edge.
All right, and you also talked about the prehistoric animals that may start roaming the earth again. So what you think is going to happen with these animals? And talk a little bit more about the prehistoric animals that you're speaking about and what you think is going to happen between these animals and the humans.
All right, so I feel like let's say dinosaurs. I feel like they will roam the earth again, and animals that used to be way bigger in the past that have shrunk down because of the oxygen decrease. When the earth heals itself and the oxygen gets back stronger, they will get back up into their size. And because when new life comes on earth, there's no explanation to it. It just kind of appears there. So let's say dinosaurs start appearing again, and animals like sloths and apes and stuff, they will be, gigantic almost. They will be back to their prehistoric size when the earth heals. Humans will have to, build bonds with animals, and they will have to hunt animals and build bonds with animals so animals can trust them because our bond used to be stronger with animals, but when we started training them for money, they lost trust in us.
So if you think that the animals are going to go back to their normal size when they were large creatures because of the air, what are going to happen to the humans?
The same will happen for humans. They will grow much in size. They will be much stronger, and they will also evolve around their surroundings because the earth evolves you to your surroundings. So humans will get stronger. Their teeth will start going more because we used to have sharper teeth to bite and stuff like that. Humans overall are just gonna get way stronger.
All right, and the dinosaurs that were on the planet, why do you think they were on the planet, and what do you think their purpose were?
I feel like they're just like the originals. Their purpose was to keep Earth healthy because dinosaurs, they do a lot of things that gives nutrients to the earth, and that's something that almost all animals do. But dinosaurs really did it the best. They had the most nutrients and stuff, and they didn't build factories that polluted the earth. So nothing the dinosaurs did had a downside. Everything they would do when they would kill each other to eat and leave the dead bodies, that would benefit the earth. When they would use the bathroom, that would benefit the earth. When they would die, that would benefit the earth. Everything they did benefited the earth. It kept the earth healthy.
Correct.
And that's what we rely on now because that's where gases come from and these oils come from in the ground. It has came from dinosaur fossils, fossilized dinosaur bodies, stuff like that. That's why they're called, what's it called? Non-renewable resources. Because if humans continue to use it up and use it up and use it up, it's not going to be anymore. It's not something that the earth produces. It's something that's here for now. And that's also going to speed up the evolving process when the humans run out of it. Because they're not going to have any more gas to put in cars to pollute the streets that they make us have to use. They won't let us make anything powered by water. They make us use gas-controlled cars. They make us pollute the earth too. So when humans use up all the gas, because it's a non-renewable resource, that's also going to stop the pollution. They're not going to have anything else to use gas.
All right. So do you think that the humans and these prehistoric animals, if they come back, do you think they would be able to live on the earth together?
I feel like they could be able to live on the earth together, but it depends on how devoted the human is, because it's a process. I feel like you could build a bond with any animal if, take care of it, feed it, cater to it. It will have trust in you. And when a strong animal has trust in you, that gives you a lot of privilege and a lot of strength.
Good job. And let's talk a little bit more, okay, because I've been seeing a lot of people seeing dragons showing back up all over the earth. And why do you think now in these times we're seeing these dragons come back?
I feel like dragons live deep in the earth, and since they live on this planet, they want to protect it, and they know humans are not healthy for the planet. And when something isn't healthy for the planet, they want to eliminate it. So they're going to eliminate the humans that have the most responsibility in the planet becoming less healthy.
So do you think that the dragons are coming here after the government that's controlling the planet?
Yes, I feel like they're also going to come for the government because they have the biggest hand in it.
And do you think that the government is going to fall?
Yes, because behind all of these laws, the government has really no power. And humans could stop this way sooner. Imagine if all 8 billion humans decided to stand up. The government wouldn't be able to do anything.
So you think if the humans came together to shut the government down, then the planet will start back restoring itself to its natural state?
Yes, because the government can not stop all 8 billion humans, but knowing most humans, they're not going to try and they're going to wait.
Do you think that humans love being controlled?
I feel like some humans act like they do because they don't know what's really behind it all. But the humans that know what's going on, they just want to, be free out of the shackles of the government's control.
And what do you think happens to the people that, speak up about the government and want no parts about the government? What do you think happens to those people?
Every time a person says something about the government or leaks some information, the government gets them fast and they end up disappearing and they're not seen and don't have any death records or anything. They're just gone. So the government obviously wants to keep whatever they have hiding silent.
And lately it's been a ban on TikTok with a lot of TikTokers who've been banned off TikTok for speaking the truth. Do you think that the government is behind that?
Yes, because in the videos, they do nothing against the TikTok guidelines. They just speak about what the government is doing and the video is removed. And what other reason would the government remove the video other than not wanting their information to be out?
That's correct. So if the people come together and get rid of the government, what do you think the earth will look like without the government?
I feel like the earth would look just way more colorful. You know, you will see more plants everywhere, more animals everywhere. Because the government is in a lot of control of stuff that pollutes the earth. When the government is gone, that is no longer, and the earth will begin to heal.
And not only does the earth need to heal, but I think the people on the earth need to heal too. So I think that's going to be a process where the people and the earth gets to heal. And
yes, because all these cancers and stuff, and these infections and these viruses come from the uncleanliness of the earth and the people that pollute the earth. That's where it's coming from. But when people stop doing that and the earth heals, they will heal as well.
And do you think the government is behind any of the sickness that we have on the planet as far as like the cancer and viruses?
Yes, I feel like they're in control of a lot of it, and some they even go out to, infect people with it because they're trying to take people down with the viruses and the infections and stuff.
Right.
Because the government is starting to have to spend their own money on this amount of humans on the earth, and they don't like that. So they're trying to do stuff to our food. They're trying to do a lot of stuff to, kill us off. They want the population to be low.
Right. Do you think that like these beings have came to the planet and like taken over the government and that's who's controlling the planet?
I feel like that is possible because if that was true, those beings would probably have a lot of power, but that doesn't make them unstoppable.
That's correct, son. That's correct. Let's see what else. So, why do you think that the government stopped the trading that we used to do back in the old days?
Because they could not benefit off of that. Trading was very healthy for us. You didn't lose anything, and you would gain food. Like they'll give you this amount of this or this amount of that. But since nobody's buying anything, the government isn't benefiting off of that, and they don't like that.
And do you think that was another way for the government to divide and conquer the people?
Yes.
And let's see. Okay, and last night you said something about an asteroid that hit the Earth in the old days. Do you think that Earth will experience another asteroid?
I feel like that's very possible. It could experience an asteroid, whether it's in our lifetime or not. I feel like the Earth probably will experience another asteroid. I don't know how major it will be, but I feel like that's definitely possible.
And why do you think right now the Earth is heating up a lot? We're having a lot of earthquakes and hurricanes. Do you think that has anything to do with the health of the Earth?
Yes, I feel like it has something to do with that, and it feels like the Earth is fighting back almost. And the heat is coming from, the pollution and the breakage of the ozone layer, which is growing back. But, it's gonna get better, but, humans have damaged the ozone layer some years back. It's still recovering, but, that has something to do with the heat, and I feel like the Earth overall is just fighting back against us.
Do you think that the Earth, who do you think the Earth wants on this planet?
I feel like the Earth wants the most cleanly people on this planet. People that don't pollute because they won't, damage the Earth's health or anything. People that let's point out Taylor Swift for example. She flew her plane which the plane, it's very pollutive. It's like very powerful and it pollutes the air very badly. She flew her plane somewhere that was like maybe 30 minutes by car ride that she could have drove, but she wanted to fly her plane there and landed maybe like 10 minutes. And that was very polluted. People like her, the earth does not want big celebrities that do stuff like that, that just pollute the earth, and the government that just pollute the earth. They don't want people like that.
And how do you think the earth is going to realize which people are the ones that's polluting the earth and which are the people that really wants to be on the earth and cares about the earth and cares about the children and the animals?
I feel like the earth has already realized and it's working on it, but it will figure out probably by the people. The earth is watching what people do and judging on what you do. That's how the earth feels about you.
And do you think that the earth is a living being?
Yes.
Do you think that the earth is a male or a female?
Most likely a female because it creates life.
And what else about the earth that makes you think that it's feminine?
Really, the only thing I can think of is the way Earth. I need to research on it more, but I think the way that Earth, can birth life and produce life, that's something that that's female-like, that most only females can do.
That's correct. And why do you think that the earth is made up of 90% water?
Because humans are made up of 90% water as well.
So basically, we are our own little earths. Is that correct?
Yes, and even if you look at our immune systems or our nervous system, you will see it looks like a galaxy or a universe.
So basically, do you think what we do to our bodies affect the earth?
Yes.
So when we start to heal ourselves and take better care of ourselves, then the earth will heal itself as well.
Yes.
And in which ways can we start to heal ourselves and start taking care of our bodies and health?
We can eat more fruit and vegetables and not eat any genetically modified food from the grocery store, and wash your food, make sure your food is clean, because there's been pictures of the planes flying over farms and like dumping chemicals on it. You need to wash your food before you eat it, like your plants and your vegetables and your fruits, and just be cleanly.
And why do you think that the government is making like genetic modified foods and poisoning our foods and making fake fruits and things like that?
Because the government sees that the earth and we as a whole benefit from these foods, and they don't like that, so they need to stop what we're doing.
That's correct. I do appreciate you for your time. Is there anything else that you might want to talk about? And one more thing I want to ask you, why do you think that dragons are protectors of the earth?
Because the way humans, only like a slight amount of humans actually care about the earth's well-being, instead of like what in money they gain from doing stuff. But dragons, they're all natural. They don't benefit off of money. They don't buy things. They don't go to the store. They look past all that stuff. They don't care, because their top priority is the earth and what state it is in. So they're the best protector for the earth.
All right, one more question, because we talked about the earth being a living organism. And what if the earth is actually some type of reptile being, like a dinosaur, a dragon, or a turtle?
That is very much probably likely. And like I said, if you look at our immune systems, people see like constellations in their immune system. They see like Like, let's say you look in the sky and see a constellation. People will, like get a picture of their immune system, or like the way our immune system looks. It looks just like a constellation.
But the planet, if the planet is some type of reptile like a dinosaur or a dragon or a turtle, and if it's a living organism, and if it's still alive, then that means that we can heal this planet that we're on. That means that we can heal this animal that basically we might be living on.
Yes.
And what you think will happen if we heal this animal or planet? Or
If we heal the animal will heal us back. The earth will get healthier for us. The food will get healthier. The life will start to increase. And all that type of stuff.
so do you think the reason why a lot of people are depressed and going through so many things unhealthy is because of the state of the planet?
Yes, I feel like that's exactly why. Because the planet looks, less colorful than it used to be. When the planet starts healing and the colors come back, and all the healthiness comes back, then they will probably be cured. The air itself will probably cure them.
So why do you think that the government wants to keep everyone on the planet asleep about what's going on?
Because when they wake up, it's not going to be good for the government, because everyone will turn on them, and they will start to reject the things that the government try to give them that's not healthy for them, and the government won't be able to benefit off of us anymore in a bad way.
And then the government will fall. And do you think that the people on the earth, once the government fall, will reunite with each other?
Yes.
Do you think a lot of the killings and murders, what do you think is going to happen with the vibration of the planet?
I feel like everyone is just going to come together, and all the stuff like racistness, like you said, the killing and the hate crimes and all that stuff will stop. People won't have a reason to do it.
That's correct. Well, thank you for your time, son, and I appreciate